comme moi. Je fais très bien. Je te couple, je chante comme une casserole.
Don't worry, lad. I swear to take your part and speak for you as straight from your heart. How many words a lover finds to say when one swift look can easily convey. Dear brother, good to see you.
And you too. You're looking lovely.
Thank you.
Tea?
What's new? How's that lawsuit going?
I don't know. My wife is looking after it.
Uh-oh.
She's studying the law to get respected.
Good. Let us hope her study is effective. The new investment bankers?
We shall see. But tell me now, what brings you here to me?
A very pleasant matter, I should say. Then I must be quickly on my way. Have you known young Lysandra very long?
My friendship with his father was quite strong. Before his death, we took a tour of Rome. I see the fellow often here at home.
And what is your opinion of the lad?
A finer boy no father ever had. He told me once, in private conversation, my son, he said with glowing adulation, is kind, courageous, will behave, he said. A bit hot-tempered sometimes, but well-bred.
He has a fond request which brings me here. However, I don't want to interfere in family matters.
Nonsense. Speak your mind.
He tells me that he hopes you will be kind in thinking of him as a loving mate for Henriette. It seems that Cupid's fatal bow has pierced the both of them with love. It's evident he places her above all other women he's ever met. In short, he's smitten.
With my Henriette.
Aha! How quickly do false rumors fly.
How's that?
I happened to be passing by and felt compelled to clear up this mistake. One can't afford to air when love's at stake.
What do you mean?
When lovers are refused, they lie to hide the fact their hearts are bruised.
What lie do you refer to?
One too cruel to mention. Oh, the poor, unhappy fool. There's someone else he loves.
No.
Here we go.
He hides his true affections. I should know.
Who is it that he loves, then?
Who?
Yes, who?
Why me?
I didn't know that.
Oh, I knew.
Apparently you think it pleasantry. Just tell me why he shouldn't worship me. A gentleman must need to fulfill his duty to womankind by worshiping her beauty. And mine has captured Hector and Durand, Georges, Pierre, Philippe, also Doms, Cleant, and darling Stéphane.
All these men love you?
You doubt it?
Sister dear, is it not true that Hector and Durand have taken wives?
Of course, to try and save their shattered lives.
Perhaps you can explain and tell me why Stéphane has never called on you.
He's shy.
Felipe insults you everywhere with cries of ridicule.
He does? Oh, how he tries to hide the burning passion that he feels, but can't declare.
What all of this reveals, and what must be your ultimate conclusion, is that you are the victim of delusion. And hopefully, you'll make the firm decision to deceive your sister with a clear vision.
There's not a thing amiss with my eyesight. Where love's concerned, I always see the light. Amor, amor, con tu amor.
She always was the different one.
How true. Remember all the things she used to do?
There's something you must face in point of fact.
Our sister's somewhat moody.
Hell, she's cracked. But what were we discussing?
Henriette, and her young man Lysandra, don't forget.
Oh, yes. Has he a job of any kind?
Indeed, no thriving fortune he would find, but certainly enough to care for two.
Or three?
I swear it. And you know it's true that honesty and common sense are facets, more important than financial assets. A yes would speed him straight to heaven's door.
Dear sister, I agree. Please say no more.
I thank you in his name. But this intent should be supported by your wife's consent.
I speak for her.
But brother, is that wise? So walk does not endure surprise.
Leave her to me.
But
please, no apprehension. Just speak to Henriette of our attention.
as you desire. I'll leave it in your hands to settle as propriety demands.
Oh, pity me! Servants like this, woe! One tiny little whoopsie, out you go!
What is the matter? What ails you, Martine?
What ails me?
Yes, you're making such a scene.
I've made a scene, sir, have I?
Yes, you barged right in. What's wrong?
Oh, sir, I've been discharged.
What's this? By whom?
By madam.
But what for? Did you bring her good china, slam a door, neglect your duties?
Sir, I never would.
Well, I declare, you've always been so good.
I know.
The house has never been so clean.
I know.
A better maid I've never seen.
I know.
Who will make my favorite potage?
I don't know.
Who will buy the best fromage?
Not me.
Sew my buttons, match my socks,
No more.
and find my keys and wind the clocks?
Kaput.
Keep my study nice and neat. At 4 o'clock, bring me a treat.
You'll starve.
I'll starve. No pot of tea at 3?
What's more, no more homemade patisserie.
Oh, God. Calm down. I'll handle this at once. Perhaps this is one of Belize's stunts.
And what is this? You dare to show your face to me? Pack your belongings, leave this place.
But dear,
Not if she begs on bended knees. I want to throw her right off these premises.
but what has she done wrong?
So you support her crime.
Her crime?
Do I look like the sort to fire someone for no reason?
No. Just tell me why you want to let her go. I must be fair. I think we best.
Then you refuse to honor my request.
Oh, no.
Well, wrap up this investigation before I'm stricken with acute vexation.
Yes, dear. You wretched wench.
Explain to me, please, sir. What did I do to make you yell?
I haven't got a clue.
Let her tell you.
But I don't got no notion.
Aha! You see? And after my devotion to her refinement and her elocution, she shakes the fiber of that institution language, that revered and honored science with vulgarity.
That's her defiance? I was afraid she committed murder.
And so she did indeed. You should have heard her.
I thought she'd stolen something.
What is that? She wounds me and you give her cheek a pat? Well, whose side do you take?
Oh, yours, of course.
Just look at her. Why, she shows no remorse at all.
That's very true. I ain't got any. To me, you all talk good. Your words are many. But saying what you think makes talking grand. I'm confused. I just don't understand why it's a crime for someone to talk plain.
Plainly.
Plainly.
An undeveloped brain. She doesn't know an adverb from a skillet.
But when your stomach's empty, Mum, I fill it.
Now, dear, we may be too insensitive. Philosophers all say we should forgive and make allowances for those who err.
Perhaps a warm apology from her.
She's sorry.
No, I'm not.
You are.
Not me. With firm assurance that she'll try to be a little more attentive to her speech and put to daily practice what I teach.
She
I
will.
won't.
You want to keep her place or go and join the unemployment race?
You have a point. I'm sorry, Mum. I'll try to speak more better.
You'll modify your speech and manners and learn all you can under the tutelage of Trissotat,
Under his what?
his aegis.
That's disgusting! Look here, I'll stick to cooking, cleaning, dusting, but touch Aegis, not for all of France. Do that to keep my job here? Not a chance.
God help me. What is wrong with Trissotat?
Why, not a thing,
A noble, upright man.
if you say so.
But what is your critique?
Ain't got one.
Come, you may plainly speak.
No, I may not.
In this case, I consent. I want to know exactly what you meant.
Speak plainly? Good. Well, plain means honest, too. So plainly, I will tell the truth to you. Before a certain party came today, this was a happy home in every way. Oh, sure, you spouted lots of fancy phrases and made me feel the vases, not the vases. But that's okay with me. I like to run with new ideas once in a while for fun. But now, the situation's overdone. And why? Because a certain pompous ass sees fit to criticize the lower class. Breaks the way we talk to make himself climb high upon his high and mighty shelf. To whom do you refer? To whom, indeed? A man whose name's Cinnamon for greed. You took him in, and here's the awful sin. You are the one who's being taken in.
That does it. I was ready to forgive, but that's the limit. I refuse to live under this roof with anyone who can say evil things of Monsieur Trissotin. Well, husband, will you make her leave or not?
Yes, dear. Martine, you must leave on the spot.
I must?
You must.
Too nice.
Go on, get out.
You're sure?
I'm sure.
Don't you know how to shout?
Get out!
All right.
Oh, wait for me outside.
Well, that was better. Now I'm satisfied.
She was a girl who did her duty well. What difference if she couldn't speak or spell?
I'm sorry, but to keep her in my service and bear her endless errors makes me nervous.
Her crudités for salad were sublime. So her verbal crudities of crime she has atoned for in her cuisine. Her language and her legumes made me green, but when my appetite rears up his voice, the latter, not the former, is his choice for true fulfillment. I could almost cry to think I shall be forced to say goodbye to Pomme de terre en route. Her bouillabaisse.
Her bouillabaisse?
Oh, yes.
Oh, quelle tristesse. And what about her sauce aux champignons, the coq au vin, the duck pâté?
All gone.
Oh, quelle tragédie.
Believe. Observe how coarse your words are. Do you mean that you endorse this low, self-centered attitude? How crude to base one's judgments just how well-cooked food. Indignity will reign upon the man who does not have an intellectual plan to crush the force of baser earthly matter.
I can't take much more of this senseless chatter.
What's that you're saying?
Dear, can we please go once in a while back to the status quo? Where servants knew their place and all took care of me, and made an odd meal here and there. That lovely time when I was catered to and some of the attention came from you.
Poor brother dear. I'll cook you something sweet.
Oh, God forbid.
A tasty, tempting treat.
Believe, you must be off. It's nearly 3.
Off where?
It's time for plain geometry.
Geometry. Oh, sorry. Not today. Andre arrivé for my ballet.
This flagrant foolishness will make me speak. I can no longer turn the other cheek, but must remove the mask and vent my collar! Now fancy that. They've gone and made me hollow. Nevertheless, the town has named them fools, and I will practice while my temper cools. Belize, I'll first address myself to you. The slightest spoken error turns you blue with rage, yet in your own misguided speech, you frequently don't practice what you preach. Your blasted volumes leave me in the dark, with the exception of that large Plutarch. I like Plutarch. Indeed, he's very wise. I use him frequently to press my ties. And Philemon, my dear, your love of science has driven you to purchase that appliance upon our roof. God knows I truly hope you'll give that infernal telescope, which certainly was at the neighbor's cheering. What good is it? This damned incessant peer at the moon they won't be of concern, but how much more about it can we learn? It comes, it goes, it's here, it's over there. It pulls, it tides, it rises. I don't care! Perhaps my temper's just a bit unruly, but the moon gets more attention than yours truly. And what about our children and their morals? Talking to them, settling all their quarrels. A prudent, watchful eye upon the budget. These are the jobs at hand. Or so I judge it. The higher education of our mates is not your task. They should be getting paid for shiny floors, not some shiny phrase. Oh, how wish it were the good old days when everybody knew his proper place and simple life was not a dire disgrace. Martine, at least, had not been so affected, and now you've gone and had the girl injected because you used a double negative. Whatever happened to live and let live? In this, my home, that I once so enjoyed, I find myself consistently annoyed. I want things back the way they were before, and lightning came knocking on my door, along Trissotin, that nasty thorn stuck in my side that simply can't be borne. Each time there are some profound insight I have to ask myself.
What did you say?
I said, that is, I want to make it clear that I am absolutely nothing, dear.
And have you anything to add to that?
No, dear.
We need to have a little chat.
A little chat?
A little chat.
Okay. You want to have this little chat today?
Today.
Today.
Right now.
Of course not.
The subject of our chat is Henriette.
Our daughter?
That's the one.
Oh. How sublime. I wanted to chat about her too. Sometime.
Well, chat away. This instant. Now!
Well, let's see. Our daughter, Henriette, would like to be my, it's hot in here. Well, that is, I'm speaking of our Henriette. Request permission, and I think my pet, we ought to give it since Armand will choose a different path, I fear. But one day, who's to say she may not change her mind next time? But Henriette, dear child, you see, voila! So, Henriette and I, that is, were praying that she might be allowed.
What are you saying?
She wishes to be married.
Married?
Yes, and she and I were hoping that you might bless her wish and give, of course, your full consent.
All right.
All right? She may?
That's what I meant. It seems to me that marriage is the thing that Henriette requires. The thing to bring her finer spirit to the surface and refine her intellect.
I understand. As the husband, I have a grand idea.
It must be someone strong, someone to be a model, inspiration to her mind,
A caring man.
a scholar.
Someone kind. In fact, I think I know the very man.
Yes, so do I. His name is Chisotat.
I beg your pardon?
He's the perfect choice.
Darling.
Please, don't make me raise my voice.
Of course not you.
I've quite made up my mind. As to our daughter, I am sure we'll find her willing to comply with your command and give to Monsieur Chisotat her hand.
Now, let me see. How did that come about? I said, she said, we said, then she went out.
It would appear through very indication that you have now just been in conversation with your wife.
Yes.
Then may I conclude that all is well? Or did I intrude too soon?
Oh, no.
Did she refuse?
Not quite.
And she said yes.
No.
No?
Yes.
Well, all right. What happened?
She's got a different plan.
I see.
And she's picked another man.
Another man? Don't tell me. Tristan! No! Not that sloth who uses you to fatten up his purse by spouting words in Latin? You accepted him?
No, God forbid.
What answer did you give? Did you get rid of that repulsive parasite?
Not yet.
Not yet? Now, brother, did you quite forget to mention our young, deserving friend?
I need some preparation to defend my choice.
How prudent of you, sir. How wise.
I thought it might be too much a surprise for her.
My brother, aren't you ashamed? Your power as a husband has been maimed by someone whom you dare not to attack once you resolve on something. What is this lack of force I see in you? Where's your spirit?
No need to shout the message, sir. I hear it. The trouble is, I love the simple joys of peace and quiet. I cannot bear noise. And when my wife's desires not met, her temper and wrath cause such upset for weeks at times that I'm forced to hide. And so, to keep the peace, I take her side.
In everything. Why do you live this life of mute appeasement, sir?
I love my wife, and she loves me.
She puts you to the test. Quite simply, she has learned to make the best of your own weakness. She is very strong, secure in her opinions. That's not wrong. In fact, I quite admire her firm resolve. The problem here at hand for you to solve is matching her convictions with your own. For in this house, her power stands alone. And that is where your agony begins. Because you don't assert yourself, she wins. This foolishness must stop. What I propose is not to let her lead you by the nose. I've heard you speak. You have debating talents. Just use them here at home and you'll find balance. You have authority. Make up your mind to leave the situation far behind. And say, once and for all, it shall be so. It's pleasant to be catered to, you know. And think on this. Your daughter may be wed to someone whose mere presence she would dread. This fop? This literary scavenger? Is this the husband you would choose for her?
You're absolutely right, and I am wrong. I promise you, from now on, I'll be strong.
Well said.
And henceforth, I shall rule the roost.
Good man.
I feel my temper has been loosed.
Bravo.
Too long she stepped on my good nature.
Undoubtedly.
What am I? Some poor creature she must discipline?
I should say not.
Well, I've endured this for too long. What rot.
It's true.
Well, I will let her know today that I am master, and that what I say is law.
Quite right.
And that my daughter's free to marry anyone who pleases me.
Here, here.
Send for Lysandra.
Instantly.
We'll drink to the demise of the old king.
You won't regret it when all's said and done.
I'll be a man, in spite of everyone. In fact, go to my closet, get some clothes,
I got some clothes.
men's clothes. You're going to pose as the new servant I've employed.
I am.
You are.
Oh, sir, I can't pull off the scam.
You will. You'll listen and report to me all goings on you may hear or see. And as a man, you won't be recognized.
But what about...
Yes, they're a bit outsized. I sometimes wear a girdle, bottom drawer, just dropped in town.
Ow!
I have to restore some peace and quiet around this house. Now go!
All right, but...
Quickly!
Now, on with the show.
Les voilà partis dans le vide intersidéral. Les voilà partis comme mondo spatial. Oubliant le temps, les soldats des forces spéciales s'en vont bravement comme mondo spatial.